buy Phoenix, you buy local. Yeah, buddy.
Hello, hey everybody.
Whoa.
How's everybody doing? Dev somehow was able to get in here before Stream Element, saying that announcing that we were live.
Weirdo.
Toggle, hello. Jakey. How's everybody doing? Good morning. It's right after noon for
Almost Christmas.
yeah. This is not important at all. Yeah. As you can tell by the title and stuff, we're just doing one PC today, and it is 7800X3D. Yeah, I was just gonna say I made the go live. I couldn't think of anything, and then I was like, ooh, why don't I do like a fun physics fact? And then I couldn't really think of anything quickly, and I was like, you know what? I'll talk about how there are only 4 forces. And I kind of got cut off by like the character limit, but yeah, those are the only like actual forces, and then there's fictitious forces, and this little fun fact was inspired by recently. I was watching some sort of something, and they talked about how yeah, like the centrifugal force is fictitious, but the centrifugal force, they said they called that an actual force. Technically, they're both fictitious. So yeah, little fun fact for you. So now, oh, and I also did put them in order of strongest to weakest. And yeah, gravity is the weakest force, which is funny because, you know, there's like black holes and stuff, right? It's like, doesn't seem like the weakest force then, huh? But it is. If a customer needs someone to break in their PC for a few years, you volunteer. Yeah. If that was a thing, I think you'd have to get in line.
Test it out for a little bit.
Now I need to try and think of some other fun facts. If I run out of ideas for a go live again. Hey, what's up, devs?
Devs.
Up random fun facts on Backrub? Well, I meant like other like physics facts. Gotta put my degree to use somehow.
Neo.
No, I'm now realizing maybe the reason they thought one was fictitious and one wasn't is because there are actual forces involved in centrifugal force, but there actually is no real force involved with like centrifugal. Because centrifugal is what keeps objects in a circle, like if you have like a ball on a rope. Uh, but centrifugal would be like if you were on that ball, it might, or like in a car driving in a straight line and then all of a sudden turn, and it feels like something is pushing you out. Speak English, document scientists.
Big English man.
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard to grasp. I educate you.
Tell you before stream, I don't like space. Whoops. My MP driver. Why did that sound like glass?
One thing you can think of is centrifugal clutch go-kart. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, hate those.
The idea behind that.
Faster it ends, the more it grabs. Like for golf carts and stuff.
Okay, I can see.
You ever notice like you slam on the pedal or whatever and the golf cart just kind of goes, and then it goes faster and faster and faster. Almost like the clutch is slipping.
Okay. If I had to pick like, I was gonna try and lay off, but that made me think of if I had to pick like a favorite or like a most interesting fictitious force, it'd definitely be I guess it's not really called a force, but like the Coriolis effect. That's wild. You may or may not kind of like hear about it randomly, but like actually like learning like about it is just it's like responsible for like basically life we know it on Earth. More commonly, people probably may have like you'd probably hear about it in videos talking about like those epic trick shots where they like throw a ball off of a dam and it like flies in like a arc. They get it in a basketball basketball goal or that type of thing.
Yeah, America.
I can't think of any topics of like PC or gaming or anything like that. Oh, uh, the Xbox Series X is apparently like a really low price right now.
Out for a while?
A little bit. Although I know for a very long time it was like sold out everywhere.
You do for like another one soon? Xbox is usually like what? Every like 4 years now?
I don't know, cause it's really weird.
I mean, they did like the refreshes, right?
Yeah,
4K
like
models and stuff.
it's really weird because I remember like felt like the time between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One was like super long. And then
Well, yeah.
it felt like after the Xbox One, it wasn't nearly as long for the Series X.
Like Pro, why not just PS6? When PS10?
I still really want them to come out with like a more powerful Nintendo Switch.
There like rumors of that, like the Switch 2 or something?
Yeah, I mean, thing is there's been like rumors for a while. If you know, depending on how much you believe them and stuff, it seems like it's possible that it was in the works. Oh, sorry, big yawn. It's possible it was in the works, but then got canceled because of COVID, or like
COVID ruined everything.
because it looked like that they were ramping up for it. That's a conspiracy theory of why the most recent Pokemon game played so badly is because
Oh yeah, that's why.
did more for the newer I guess it would only work.
Yeah, that's why the day before failed too. Yeah. Yeah, it was PC only. Yeah. But Diablo 4 sucked too. Yeah. Tell me what kind of luck this is, okay? I gotta open my 2 rear passenger doors. The car. Go to the back right one first. Try the handle, the cable snaps, like the internal cable.
Okay.
So the handle doesn't work at all, like the door isn't open. Okay, well, that sucks. Go to the other side, the back left, same thing, snaps.
What?
I have pissed someone off.
Yeah, that's wow.
Not my car though, it's the other one we have. Now the back doors don't work, and usually on cars like the inside and the outside handle share different cables or actuators or whatever, but this car it's the same, so you can't open it at all.
Oh no. Oh,
I was just like, Guess we have to light it on fire.
Oh. Just
Yes.
scrolling through articles to see if there's anything interesting we could talk about. But speaking of the Xbox, what you said, Pat, Xbox next gen console coming way earlier than any of us expected, apparently.
2030?
The next Xbox console will reportedly be coming in 2026.
Oh. Probably just in time for like GTA console, right?
That would make sense.
GTA 6 is supposed to be what, 2025? Probably like, it's probably gonna be like Christmas 2025. Will probably be like spring.
Honestly, that would line up pretty well with GTA 5, because I remember GTA 5 came out, playing it for a while, and then the Xbox One came out, and then you had to buy a whole new version of the game to play it on, on Xbox One.
No, the box is too big. Oh, that fits. Cover up the vent. Devil's vent. Breathing fire. Yeah, I'm just trying not to piss anyone else off. Our door snap.
Why wait when you can get a Phoenix box today?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
Get a Raven, which is almost console size now, and do everything and more.
Spacewalk, hello. Welcome in. Can tell you about 4070 Ti. Is it worth upgrading over 3060 Ti? Short answer is probably. 4070 Ti is going to be a lot more performant over the 3060 Ti. I guess the question for you is like, is it worth it? Like,
Yeah, like what do you do?
is that like a sum of money that you're willing to pay? Because it's gonna be an upgrade, but it's not gonna be like night and day or anything. I don't think.
Pretty significant boost.
Unless you're doing like higher resolutions or something, probably. I mean, overall price to performance, is it worth it?
And that's like a
Well, like if you were starting out with nothing and you had the budget and the 4070 Ti enables you to do what you want to do, I would say yes, it's a good. It's a decent. It's for Nvidia. It's an okay price to performance. It's better than some of the other models in the 40 series. However, the fact that you have a 3060 Ti, the 3060 Ti is not a bad card by any measure.
But I mean, if you're, let's say you're playing 1080p now, you want to go to 1440p, then that's a really good option. But it's a significant boost.
It kind of depends on your budget and how much you're willing to spend. Like, if you readily have the money for a 4070 Ti and you want a big jump in performance in gaming, then I'd say it's worth it. But if you know, buying a 4070 Ti is going to be a big purchase, then I'd say, well, I don't know, let's think about this for a second, because
I would also wait for what, January 17th or something like that. The new cards are coming out.
oh, okay.
So I would also wait.
Well, I was going to talk about that. Like, 4070 Ti, aren't they like pretty much gone, or are they about to be gone?
I mean, I think, like, we can only speculate, right? But I think like production is halted already.
PSU is a consideration also. Yeah, it's also a good point. Going from a 3060 Ti to a 4070 Ti, a significant jump in.
I want to say the embargo is the 17th. Probably won't realistically see them on Amazon until like probably the 20 something. Not really sure.
Yeah, why get the 4070 Ti when you can get the 4070 Ti Super?
It
Is that a cut down 3080? You heard it got a bad release, but it's faster than. No, so what happened is there was going to be a 4080 and then a 4080 16 gig or something like that.
Who knows?
There's going to be two different versions, or I can't remember the details. I'm probably wrong on this, but or like on the exact number. But basically, there's going to be two 4080s, one with a certain VRAM and one with another VRAM. And then people were outraged by the prices of the the one with the lower VRAM.
As they should have been. They were justified.
Yeah, yeah. And so what NVIDIA did was they bumped it down, called it a 4070 Ti, and bumped down the price. And you're because it was intended to be a 4080, and bumping it down to a 4070 Ti and like lowering the price, that made it into like a better value proposition. So people ended up kind of actually liking it, because once they lowered the price, then it became, you know, worth it.
I don't know if like it is the word. I think dealt with it is a better word.
Well, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it going from everyone hated it to it became the best value for money of the 40 series.
Well, yeah, because the 40 series is just completely overpriced anyway. People were just like,
yeah, exactly.
I guess this is what we have to deal with.
Like, it went from like no good options to like, oh, okay, now this is like a somewhat viable option.
Unfortunate.
But if you're looking to upgrade your GPU, yes, 4070 Ti would be like a very good upgrade.
I just don't want to give you that answer where it's like, you guys said it would quadruple my frame rate. Well, you have to decide if that amount of money is worth it to you for however many frames. Like, you gotta look up some like benchmarks and charts, and
again, you need to ask yourself, you know, like what capacity is your power supply right now? I guess also what, you know, CPU are you using? Will you need to upgrade the power supply? What like resolution do you currently play at? Are you gonna upgrade, play in a higher resolution when you get the 4070 Ti? Some of those are more like fill in the blank questions, but if you don't mind, can you tell us what your power supply currently is and what CPU? Using this because it's the only card you can buy under $1,000. It's a good one, and your PSU is at 850 and CPU is 13700K with a Z790. Okay.
Perfect combo then.
So yeah, you're probably not going to need to upgrade power supply. Wonder if they'll bump the VRAM in the 4070 Super to compete better with the 7800 XT. I have no clue. It's interesting that people are starting to pay more attention to VRAM. I wonder if like a lot of games are starting to use more.
I don't think they are, man. I think it's like 8, 10 maybe, peaking. 16, it just seems crazy. That seems like it's not for gaming, it's for something else. Who knows?
Because like,
Doing like 8K or something.
on like Instagram, this post that was like mocking Nvidia, and it was like it was that meme of like, is blank a lot? Like, well, blank, yes, blank, no. And it was 12 a lot, like $1,200 for a GPU? No. 12 gigabytes of VRAM? Yes. And, yeah, I kind of thought about that of like, dang, are you wanting like significantly more than 12 gigabytes VRAM?
People looking for like 16 gig 4060 Ti's for like Apex Legends and stuff. Like, no way.
Kind of like when the 12 gigabyte 3060 came out and people with 3060 Ti started to complain, theirs still outperformed the new 3060. Yeah.
But it's got more.
You know, I'm now realizing that there has to be some sort of conspiracy of like, you're buying these machines, like a lot of people buy these machines to play games kind of taught bigger number better.
Everywhere, right?
And get to actual hardware, and it's not always so straightforward.
More fans better.
The audience of people buying PCs have been taught bigger number better. Gotta be some sort of conspiracy.
No conspiracy, all truth. In that, the 16 gig version, obviously, probably better, like, percentage of FPS, right? Benching.
I would imagine that like more VRAM would be a lot more useful when it comes to production workloads or like video editing type of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For like Fortnite and stuff. And Jillian VRAM I need.
Hello. Welcome in over on YouTube.
Oh, welcome.
Nice build. Yeah, we don't get to build too many which after having to work with that one the other day, a little bit glad.
Just trying to learn, Ryan.
Oh, slow.
It's just trying to learn the RAM.
You need to restart the computer. It feels like it has a hard drive.
It gets better, right? It just learns.
Yeah. I thought it was like only the first time though. I didn't realize it takes so long.
Yeah. That might. I don't think the. I think the X3Ds are a lot better with that. I think it's the plain. I feel like, because I did a X3D, 3000 X3D not too long ago, and it was fine. First startup, it was just boom.
Yeah, like it. Even though it got through our whole process without ever. It never. It always had those long load times. Hope the customer doesn't like start up their computer and then be like, it's broken.
RAM light. L AMD.
The greatest, right?
Get those first couple starts under your belt, then it's great. It's super fast. We're human and we don't like change.
Yeah, this is a very nice build. Very
I will say, man, NZXT has got the cable routing down. Like, all their channels and everything, like Velcro, just everything. He's very with it. Nothing's really like mashed, or you gotta like squeeze something in. Like,
yeah. It's their shtick, right? The clean aesthetic.
yeah, do it well. Or just falls into place. Not this. This is movie fast. And Z5 Neo with it. Thousand CL30, and then you got the Neo tighter timings. I think Neo is significantly tighter than.
Are we using 140 millimeter fans or 120 millimeter fans on the H7 Flow? They are 120. It's 3 120s in the front and then 360 radiator on top. I guess if we really wanted to, we could do like a option for like 140s in the front, but
we could. Could also make the computer look like a candy cane.
also welcome in some giant idiot.
Welcome, idiot.
The username, I swear. You have to believe me.
Welcome to the stream, idiot. Oh, Phoenix PCs just calls their no respect for their community. It just calls them idiots.
I think a lot of people kind of have their heads down trying to get through the week to get to
Oh, for sure.
how are we doing? Ready for the holidays? Doing a lot better. Finally, you know, feeling relatively like 99.5 or like 99.9% recovered. Got caught up on everything. Don't have a lot of
That sucked that we were
stuff.
sick through our rush.
Yeah.
Why can't we be sick now?
Well, hey, don't jinx it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's still time.
Ready for the holidays? I don't even know. Honestly, I think I'm just ready for break.
We just sit and just do nothing. I'm literally just gonna turn off all my lights in my room, just sit there.
Just to actually become a non-responsive, just
You guys know what a gargoyle is? That's what I'm gonna do. Really just gonna gargoyle it. First call it bed rotting. Oh no.
I like that. That's good.
Call it Fortnite.
I need to catch up on Pokemon.
Picture like my wife coming into the room, they're just sitting there. It's like, how are you doing in here? I'm gargoyling. Get out of here.
I'm also combining this with the other lore of like once you're home, you just Pooh Bear it.
Heck yeah.
So I'm just imagining you Pooh Bear mode being a gargoyle.
I mean, that's every day. I walk in the door and literally just the pants come off. Gotta keep the shirt on though, because it gets chilly. But the downstairs, gotta free it. As soon as I walk in that door.
You feel you have to be born in the 90s to remember gargoyles?
I definitely remember that show. And dude, Gargoyles, it was Gargoyles and then Street Sharks came on like right after. Street Sharks was
Pretty sure I know what show you're talking about, but
Gargoyles came to life at night and they saved the city.
it does also kind of sound like the way that you worded your like chat message specifically makes it sound like think that younger people don't know what gargoyles and like the concept of a gargoyle is.
Yeah, true. Honestly, I mean, anyone look up, they all look down at their phones now, right? So
Well, I don't know if I've ever seen like a real life gargoyle around here.
There's some downtown, I believe. Those really old buildings. Watch that Mummies cartoon. Only Mummy.
Is that like a cartoon for like the movie The Mummy?
The only
Like
Mummy
Brendan
I can
Fraser?
remember watching cartoons was from well, it was a bad guy. His name was like Mumra. Was that Thundercats? That wasn't Thundercats, right?
Main antagonists of Thundercats.
Was?
Yeah.
Mumra? Something?
Does it look like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of when I think of mummies from the 90s. No, I didn't know there was a mummies a lot. Oh, I do remember seeing cartoons for that. I don't think I ever watched it though, or commercials. I don't think I ever watched it.
For a second, it sounded like a cartoon based on, you know, Brendan Fraser, The Mummy, and
Yeah.
for some reason, it gave off vibes of Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh,
And I love Jackie Chan Adventures.
another good one.
I went back and like rewatched that at one point. Very, very good show. Very solid.
That was definitely like at the end of my cartoon phase, but I do remember seeing it. Interesting that Chassis Fan 1 is all the way down there.
There is like a kind of a few kid shows that I'd really be interested in watching that I've not really watched before. A lot of it is just like really hard to find or behind paywalls. It kind of sucks.
Dude, Thundercats was
One more thing.
snarf, snarf. Stupid sidekick, man.
I'm not gonna try and do that because I don't remember it well enough to not butcher it, but like you want to know one show that I really would like to watch is Codename Kids Next Door.
It's like, what do we do? Snarf, snarf. Dumb character. Captain Planet, dude. Holy, that is.
I remember enjoying Codename Kid Next Door, like the few episodes that I saw, but the movie is really good.
Captain Planet is like OG cartoon. I would lump that up there with like Looney Tunes. It's old. Our powers combined.
I'd probably watch just one episode just for like the nostalgia, but also like Cyber Chasers, I think was what it was called.
What about Beetleborgs? Bad Beetleborgs.
Oh, it was just Cyber Chase. Just Cyber Chase. Yeah, and Gilbert Gottfried is the bird. I did remember that correctly.
Wait, he plays a bird in more than one thing? No.
This weird bird with a.
Wasn't he was the parrot in Aladdin, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Iago. Man, how do I remember this stuff, dude?
Like, I'm really bad for like if I try and remember something, like just off the dome, I have a really hard time. But if someone starts talking about something and then it like you remember, then I can remember a whole lot better.
It's amazing me that I'm remembering the names. Bruh and Iago and
Like, probably what frustrates me the most is like trying to talk about like Boy Scout stuff because I have a hard time talking about like.
had a rough time.
No, it's like just I did so much that there's like a lot of different campouts that I remember and stuff like that. But like trying to think about like specific things that happened is like really difficult. But then if someone talks about something and then it jogs my memory, that thing. Like a lot of times whenever people talk about like sunburns or something, it makes me think of this one camp out where we it was like a soft backpacking type of deal where like it was this sort of backpacking but kind of not. I think we were trying to get like the merit badge and you had to like walk like a certain distance, and what we did was we took a ferry to an island and walked from like where the ferry dropped us off to the campsite. But if we had just done that trip, it wouldn't have been long enough. So we walked like, because it was like across the island and then down the beach one way. And so we instead walked across the island, went the opposite direction, then walked back to the campsite, and that counted. But yeah, that island there was like no cover, nothing to block out the sun. So pretty much everyone got sunburned on that trip. It was bad.
Didn't do Boy Scouts, but I did all the Indian Guides. It's called something different now, obviously, right? Because that stuff. But yeah, it was fun. We had to earn different things too. They were like bear claws. One of them was you had to like jump in a pool of ice or something for like 5 minutes. Stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kid stuff.
Which like no, yeah, I didn't have a bad time Boy Scouts, but I know a lot of people do/did but
I don't know what that's called today. I know it changed the name. It's like something more sensitive. A lot of fun with Dad. You guys remember that movie Small Soldiers?
Think so.
Saw that on Netflix the other day. Totally forgot about it. Now it was a throwback right there. It, I can't remember what was first. It was either Small Soldiers or Indian in the Cupboard. I want to say it was Indian in the Cupboard. I think that was a book. Little 90s movies.
Yeah, I won't like get into it, but it's I think I think I found out last time or something that another One Piece. It's still like it's been a few days now, but it still just blows my mind. I every time I think about it, it's just like
You're vibrating in your seat. You're like, oh boy.
well, it's not I don't know, like it's more like confusion. It's like a perpetual state of confusion.
Not happy?
I don't know. Like
I thought One Piece was life.
it is, but I'm just it's just so unusual. I'm just it's just like a perpetual state of confusion. I don't know if there's ever been like another property that has gotten a second show while the first one is still running.
You're innovating.
I mean, yeah. Like, I was like, you know, talking to Lydia about this, and she was just like, well, I mean, it's just like a cash grab, right? It's like,
grind.
yeah, but still, because, I mean, because the live action did well. But it's just...
You're like, I was talking to Lydia about it, and she's like, Ryan, calm down.
Buggy's the best character.
Need to calm down.
And like, I don't know if it is what I think it is, then it would be a good thing, because if it's basically just like more polished version, and it's not like a like we're gonna speed run version, then that would probably be a better one to get people interested. Like, one of the biggest issues is the pacing. So if they like fix that.
That's kind of the hope when they do like a series, right? And it's not a movie, because movies feel rushed for some things.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they're like actually gonna like go through everything, but just kind of with some more quality, or if it's gonna be similar to like a recap type of thing.
Fighting me.
Corsair launches its first gaming desk.
What we needed. Corsair just make GPUs at this point.
They could. They probably could.
No one wants to get into that headache. Their GPU that updates through IQ.
Has anyone ever played Fallout 76? I wonder if it's like kind of making a comeback.
Like most of those games that flop kind of do.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm just scrolling through a random like site just need to talk about. This is just a wild headline. NASA creates cat meme history with a space laser blasting a clip of taters over 30 million kilometers.
Oh yeah. America.
So it looks like they were testing a new method of transmitting data besides radio waves. They sent a clip of a cat.
Yeah, 'cause why not? Better than like a TikTok dancing meme. Hopefully those are dying off.
Ellen Badger, ho ho ho. You want to say you got the dual harpies last week and you're loving them? Heck yeah! Thank you so
nice.
much for stopping by. And yeah, glad you're enjoying them. Heck yeah.
Sounds like everything got there nice and safe then. Always our stress. That's awesome. Thanks for coming back and telling us.
Uh, I couldn't help this one article titled Iron Lung Dev responds to accusation that he's only doing this for the money after a $2 price hike. Yes, I make games for a living. It's so dumb because like, oh no, this evil indie game dev is getting paid for their work.
How dare they?
The game is now a whopping $8.
I mean, everything should be free, right? So, not wrong.
I mean, I like direct that energy towards like something like
Working.
Starfield.
Doing anything? If you're still there, Bellum, what games are you guys playing first?
Yeah, you guys playing games together?
In your lane.
Y'all see those memes with Mike O'Hearn on TikTok Crack you up. No, I have not.
Nope, nope.
I don't know why, but for some reason, it makes me think of who's the guy who does like the really cool like illusions? I'm pretty sure he got famous from Vine.
Oh, Chris.
I think it might be Zach. Or...
They're gonna say Chris Angel or something.
Oh, Chris. I mean, oh, Chris Angel.
He's the master illusionist.
Chris Angel certainly did not get famous from Vine. Considering, I'm pretty sure I watched Vine, Mind Freak before Vine was a thing.
No, I was pretty old, Ryan. You're getting pretty old.
100% everything was safe and sound. Setup was super quick and easy, plug and play. Had a while installed night of and played all night long, 0 issues. Heck yeah. Nice. Yeah, I really hope that in the near future we can make like a unpacking video or something to kind of better instruct customers on how to unpack their PC and stuff.
It's Jeepoo time.
This is gonna make no sense having not read the article, but this is just such a wild sentence. I personally can't wait to hit the gritty as Goku while in an iron coffin, drowned under the blood sea of a barren moon.
Hi.
How else is an indentured prisoner supposed to get their chicken dinner?
Oh boy. One 8-pin. That's what we like to see.
$16. What? You're talking about the 12-volt high power?
Oh, 16 pin. The new ATX 3.1 PCIe 12 volt 2, I think. That'll start rolling out next year.
Feels weird that there's gonna be. You see the guy that unsoldered and resoldered them? No.
Catch fire.
What's the deal with that?
It burned down his family home.
Just repairs the GPU connector. Very interesting. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, somewhere in the past, we someone showed us oh, why am I blanking on the word? Where someone like went to like a dump, got a computer, washed it off, and booted it up. And like thinking about how like we were like so in depth with it and like looking at it and discussing whether it was real or fake, and like knowing now that it's fake is just seems silly how much we like talk about it.
We were talking too much about it, did we?
I mean, we pulled up the video and everything, and it was like discussing like certain details and stuff.
Yeah, obviously that stuff. Pretty obvious. Well, Griffin. Hey. Hello. Here, come here.
What were the components? Oh, I could not tell you. I mean, it wasn't anything like, it was like somewhat old. No, it wasn't like super old, but it wasn't like new either.
Hey,
It was like plausible enough that it could have been like in the dump for like a year or something. But I think like the motherboard changed something, or like, I don't know, it was ridiculous. It was.
Controller RGB. Die. Board RGB, good. Controller RGB, good. Old AMD DRAM light. Oh, that's pretty quick for the 3D. Yeah, boot light. First start too. All right. We ready?
I'm ready.
Is order 1291. 3, 2, 1. Lights and spinnies.
Heck
And a
yeah.
boot light already? What? Our fans. Rear cables. Look at those routing points. ZXT's got it. Data and power in your drive bay for extra drives. In case you want to add a 2.5 or 3.5. For Griffyn. Get plastic on both sides of your glass. It really doesn't get any easier in ZXT. Velcro and cutting spots. Very nice. What is the orientation of those fans? How many in versus out? So fronts, those front here, intake. Back one you see here is exhaust. Top 3 on the radiator are exhaust, blowing out of here. So 3 intake, 4 exhaust. Obviously it's pulling air from like the bottom and stuff too. So. They're on full blast right now too. BIOS is probably set to DC.
Okay, here's the clip. That.
That was me.
Oh, okay. It's the
Table. Fans are on full blast. It's making the table vibrate. Something like Oh, it's this thing. A little collapsing thing you have to release on the table. Making it buzz.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Certain vibration. Funny.
Oh, maybe like a resonant frequency or something.
Negative pressure more. Is there anything you could do to make it a positive pressure system? I mean, if you wanted a positive pressure, like custom whatever parts, and you don't like that GPU, you want a specific GPU, you can definitely hit us up.
Talk to it nicely in the morning.
We'll
I
work
like
with
that
you.
one.
So anything like on our site is not, set in stone. Obviously, you can order it that way, but if you want something different or whatever, shoot us an email.
I mean, I would say most of our builds are probably somewhere in the middle, but probably closer to like positive pressure, right?
So the land cool probably is big giant fan.
Yeah.
Obviously this one, yeah. Add more fans. I mean, if you want that, definitely all the I/O of these boards.
Yeah, I know. I know that like there was someone who messaged us on Discord not that long ago. Yeah, email is the most reliable way of contacting and talking to us.
Yeah, we don't really check social media and stuff.
Or we do, it's just not as often as the email. You know?
We don't have someone for that. It's more like a,
whoever thinks about it.
oh
gets
crap,
to
has
it.
anyone checked this yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's not like it's a 4 intake and 1 exhaust or something. Like, we've set these up so the cooling is, worked for us in our testing.
Yeah. This is a cool build.
Nice and cool 7800X 3D.
Okay. Well, only one PC, a little bit shorter day, but I'd say we earned an early day or a quick day.
Yeah. This is our cooldown lap.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But we do have 2 for next time, so
2 Friday to end it for the holidays.
yeah. Nope, that was our one and only build for today. Usually I try and kind of indicate how many we're doing in the title and the Twitter and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're gonna get working on this bad boy, take care of other things.
Up.
Yeah. So on that note, I am gonna go ahead and start the raid. We're gonna raid Nox. Nox just started, so
Yeah.
let's go give Nox a good start to his stream. And it looks like Nox is going to be playing Balenier Fantasy. So it says Twitch plays RPG ? Is the title of the stream. So yeah, definitely let's check it out and figure out what kind of game this is. It seems interesting. And on that note, yeah, I think that's all for today. Okie dokie.
See you Friday.
Bye, everybody.